think it's crooked. Is that better? All right. Welcome, everybody. I want to present to you now, we're going to do a little tour of this sketchbook. As you can see here, it's a pretty cool looking sketchbook. It's a paper blank sketchbook. They have cool covers, cool page edges for their sketchbooks. And this is my Dayfever sketchbook. And it's not full per se, but it is finished, it is complete, and I'm not going to draw anything else in it. And I think you'll see why. So let's take a look. Let's take a peek in here. Hope I have it the right way up. There we go. And this one, there's another page here, but here we are. Actually, I have, you guys see how it like goes like that? I don't like how it goes like that. So I have little palettes that I put right here for the back or the front of the book to rest against. Just like that. So we can go through this. I can try to read it to you if you'd like that. But as you can see here, some of the words are a little bit obscured, and it's hard to get at some of the words. But I'll try my best, and let's read The Tale of Dayfever. And as you'll see, this comic, maybe it's more of a graphic novel, a graphic short story. It's kind of like my doodles in the sense that you can make what you want of it. It's open to interpretation in almost every aspect of it, of the story, the scope, the scale, the setting. Anyways, I won't say anymore. Dayfever. Here is the daring tale of desperation, betrayal, croquet feelings, shelf life, General Rada von Blattenberg, sensationalism, dunces, incrimination, pigeon lobotomy, Tenya's Haribo, graphic violets, hip-hop. I took my mom to the doctor, unfortunately, for 4 full palate O's. Now, cake, Nova Scotia, various insensitivities, cavorting. Ha! Be there at 8. I'm not sure what this says. Haves and have-nots, poor eyesight, heavyweight multipliers, the book. Once in a while, we regret things. Nudists, staggering vanity, pests gone and forgotten, Ferris wheels, hands, harpsichords, descriptions, testosterone, playing the odds, hello, mumbling, hefty, nearsighted, ness, something, fragments, I don't know, muff, fast, cars, full nights, mustache wear, convex, iron content, horrendous results, glass, willingness, unlawful acts, carry on, oh. So that's kind of the introduction. Most of the, I won't say anything else. So then we have this. Then we have this. Maybe we have this and then this and this in between. Where did you are looking at that? We forgot his toothpaste cream. Where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. I've been Lodolodariamat. Where have you been? Lauren's jurors seemed hostile. Sometimes when he brushed, he felt like he was scrubbing at the very crust of his soul. Chapter 2. The Art of Getting By. The universe staggered and reeled back in horror. A turn of events, man. Hey, are you going to the grocery store later? Can you grab a couple of sodas? Yeah, my heart feels weird. Can you grab a couple? Preparations were made. At that of wood earlier and I stood there, all the continue. This page you have to decipher on your own, I guess. An outflux of thoughts, throats. We were all mystified. We went to Home Depot, but they were all sold out. Everyone steals. Don't be a hero, the sign says. Certain toothpaste... Oh, wait, does this go first? Fission, alkali, and untoward substrates. Certain toothpaste creams were somewhat disillusive. Then, this is self-explanatory here. Oh, yes. Melancholia 1. Oh, okay. We tried to have that crucial conversation about the state of things, but most of us were a little less than dauntless in the sneering face of everything that had us wrapped up like a warm burrito with too much ground beef and not enough of our own feelings or opinions there in the wild blue yondery sonder swirling uselessly. You know, who wrote these words behind things? And blinding us, it ends. Those were the days. Contemplation and condemnation on a different scale. You can read this part on your own. Don't want to do it all for you. Wow, you have no idea what this means to me. I left a part of myself behind in that photo booth, and when not there was then not asked, when then was there. The perfect human, Caleb. Hey. And then the perfect spaghetti dish, Caleb. A lot of old people have been asking me why I look the way I do, and I just tell them that why do they look the way they do and all that, and it stumps them right up for a while until I come back around with the Boss New Hawk, and it starts again. Yep. This is the important part right here. I think I got some chocolate on it right here. Still important though. Lured into dental condemnation by my own teeth, I felt lost and betrayed. I drew this after going to the dentist and getting fillings for the first time in my life. But it's still pertinent to this story as well. Everything is. A dull throbbing in our ears never failed to remind us of the reality of the situation. We all wore borrowed coats and hats every day, but none of us acted like we'd ever been helped by anyone. Some of us were a little more enriched in our oblivion than others. We're going to need to stay on course if we want to get there by Friday. The man in the air is trying to decide if their task is meaningful enough to merit all this pain and anguish. He will have a moment of clarity, but this is not it. Some of us take a little longer. Reason 1. Reason 2. The lucky leak spewed forth a most wonderful cloud of healing mist. Everything is perfect now, said one really weird guy. Well, the way I heard it was, I used to be very paranoid about my teeth. I had no cavities. Then I went from 0 to 9. As you can see, this dental thing was really bothering me for a while. Really got it deep in my cranium. It was in my head, so it was in my drawings. Or at least in the things I wrote next to my drawings. But also in my drawings a little bit. 10,000s of insects burrowing deep into my skin while my fragile exposed follicles and igniting a fiery, unquenchable burning Abaddon descended into a spot where I couldn't itch at it. What did I do to deserve all this nothing? A little discharge is not worrisome if a mop is handy. I grew my hair out for a summer, but it took 2, and she said she wanted 3. We noticed some importance seeping in. Deep reverberations resonated through the mechanism. Measurements were taken. Terrible conclusions were jumped to. A hasty return to the basics was made. Okay. Doug said he'd meet me here, but he fell into the world on the way over. And now I'm out of my supplies and spare parts. I can't drive. My revelation came and went with silence. Crazy. He will not land, never. You're here now, for me. Moderate love found us wallowing in the sticky spots. Nope. Reticulum? Not contagious? Nothing to worry about? Very contagious. We have a diagram, a specimen, starch, gases, voids. Okay? Memorize this. This will be on the quiz. We will all die instantly, eventually, gradually. Dude, come on, we're trying to play ping pong. Oops. I see you didn't wear gloves. You gotta wash up. Some microbes reconstruct our mortal framework. This amuses future historians. We need to find out why none of the RSVPs showed up. Let's go door to door. Wedgies in the locker room. Parsley. Tasteful cleavage. Shoulder blades. 12-in. Oral coral. Finishing school leftovers. Do you like this part? Why or why not? Does it remind you of something? Do you relate to it? Here we have a scatter pattern. Scattern pattern. We have here a list of the suspects. The suspects. The sightseers, future seekers, on-time rent payers, pub crawlers, book writers, streetwalkers, knuckle poppers, relinquishers, barely theirs, post-hole diggers, striped pant wearers, note takers, table scrapers, the ones recently gone and soon to come and yet thought of, and with thin shoes, and ones up later, ones carrying on or given up, or with no hair, or with nice boots, or driving big trucks, or the ones really holding out. A few people with short sleeves, or hard heads, or long nails, or ugly pasts, or veiny eyelids, or big muscles and beautiful portfolios well kept and cared for, or streak-free windows, or glossy coats, or vanilla candles and billboard Hot 100 hits, or handmade birthday cards. These people are wanted alive at all costs for questioning and playtime. What a task for a droplet. Three new seasons were added with only minor widespread chaos, filling us up 1/2 gallon at a time. The washing machine has too many options. The dryer has too many options. We had a deal. We didn't shake on it. Your mortal layers are wearing thin. Yesterday was so nice, and today is so weird. What happens at night? Some days, the sun goes down hard and rises again, a different beast. No, I want 2 larges and a extra large with a small inside it. Some simple instincts held us back, but we regretted not regretting it. And held back, breathless. Yep. Yep. The splinter threatened him. The flowers, these rocks, the raindrops, the sand, the root, structure, those leaves, the fancy sprouts. Over here, just out of view. And still, deep reserves of hesitation. After all, it was the first place we'd looked. But Dad had never stopped us before. So there you have it. That's the end. That's the end of the book. Comic book. But over here, a few pages later, a little deeper into the sketchbook. Where is it? I drew the cover because I wanted to make it a real thing that people could buy, right? So I had to draw a cover. And then I took this and I colored it digitally with Photoshop and then uploaded it to Amazon so people could buy it on Amazon, and it turned into something like this. These are proofs I ordered. That's why it has this little band across it. It says not for resale, but the real version looks just like this, except it doesn't have this exclusive band on there. Basically, I didn't make this whole comic just so that you could buy it, but I think it is really cool that you can buy it and have it in your hands as well and look through it. So pretty much everything we looked at right now is available for you to buy. Just link in the description and whatnot, of course. And I don't know, it does support me a lot. I think these blank pages are here just because it's a proof. But also if you do buy it, it's super helpful to me. If please leave a review. Also, even if you don't have anything nice to say, it helps me a ton if you leave a review. If you do buy one, almost as much as buying it. Anyways, thanks for. I'm trying to hold in, I'm just barely holding it in how exciting it is for me to finish. Like, almost all the other things I've drawn and completed and published are like compilations, but this is like one of the most cohesive things. I know it's not that cohesive, but it feels good to finish this completed. I know it's only 30 pages, but the first thing, I started this years ago. It took me a long time only because I stopped working on it for a while, but I'm very happy to have finished it. Anyways, if you want to pick up a copy, please do. Pick one up for all your friends too. Leave a review. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like I said, this sketchbook isn't full. As you can see here, it's actually mostly empty, but I probably won't be drawing in it anymore, mostly because it's just, that's all, it's like done now. And also because all the pages are a little bit warped. I don't know if you can tell. There's like a little bit of warpage going on here since it got wet in a hurricane, which doesn't really affect it that much, but it's just, I'd rather get a new one. Especially when I put hundreds of hours into this, just with these 32 pages, and I just, why not get a fresh one and have this reserved just for that. Anyways, check it out. Check out those links if you want your own copy. Personally, I think it turned out great, and well, excited to see what comes next. And yeah, thank you all. Thanks for watching.